Go back to my thing here. I'm also very proud that we were joined yesterday in our brainstorming session by Ruth Catlin and also Merlin from Jersey City. And the purpose, just to fill everybody in, because you guys are intimate with us, we are true partners through and through, right, Miss Kelly, Miss Julie, Philippines, and we're represented here. The fact that was a preliminary brainstorming meeting that I initiated with the team, and I invited the two most really passionate about building in the United States and knowing the ropes and knowing the compensation plan and knowing who to reach out to build. So why not join forces? Because they are passionate in doing that. I encourage them to also talk to their uplines and make sure that if you are really doing this, to get them involved so they can be their advocates. So it only makes sense that we are in different groups. And if we are building it here in the US, we got your upline's blessings, whether they are a local account holder or they are a Premier Plus holder. The truth of the matter is we have to speak in one voice. So what I'm trying to do is get an input from everybody, including our global partners who are interested in building here in the US and create that track. It could be this platform or it could be something else. The barriers right now is we have not really had a heart-to-heart talk with Merle and Ruth. They came in passing, and of course we have to include Aurora. And then we have to put, we are the core US team leaders because we are the ones that reside here in the United States and we're building our team. In 2022, there's an opportunity for us to join forces and be strategic in what we're doing because like I said to the team yesterday, primarily most of Jeff's downlines, because he's really building, is the fact that we have everything. 5 years ago, you can almost say we had nothing. So we were just operating under the surface. We lacked the structure, we lacked the training. But you know, US is really the wealth of all of the resources when you think about it. And UNO's responsibility is make sure that they provide us the products, the customer service, and the structure, financial gateway to make this happen. All the rest is up to us. As long as we are sticking to the code of ethics and we do cross-line and all that other stuff. So with that said, we are gonna hear, Gemma is here next, is still in the United States and she's going home to the Philippines next week. And she's gonna set a date wherein all of us will come together in one big Zoom meeting, and they're gonna show, and they're gonna tell us what's going on, what are the updates in the United States, and then we can also let them know what our needs are, which we have already started expressing individually or separately. There are only a few things that need to be refined. And if you want to add to that, we can do that, you know, in our group chat. One of the things that I'm really trying to roll out, and most of you are aware because I've shared it, and if you have not checked your group chat, you're missing out. They need to activate that customer service, the 888 number, to have a live person picking it up, whether it's a Filipina or somebody here in the United States. So that means anybody who has interest in buying a package can call that number and get that customer service that's expected. Okay. The number two is to have a sole point of contact exclusively for US accounts. So that means anybody who doesn't know anything about the US processes, because we even have a different glossary of terms between local and Premier Plus. Pay-ins. What are pay-ins? I've never heard of that. But pay-ins is happening by the thousands in the Philippines. So we have to get there. So those are the point of clarification we need to understand. And when we demystify that through customer service, through some channel supported by UNO, that will really make a difference. Agree? Thirdly, when we have some systemic problem, like Merle has been trying to get into her online stores for months now and has not been successful. So it's a systemic change that needs to happen. And so that's an area that really needs to be developed. Okay. I'm going to stop right here. We can continue the conversation. Hello, welcome, Voltage. Francia Fernandez, how are you? Miss Kelly, we're going to give it another 4 minutes. You can, if you don't mind, playing a video, and then we can get started, okay?
While Ms. Kelly is setting up the video, just for future conversation and continuation of this discussion, I'd like to hear, particularly from Mom Julie, the issues that Mom Bronwyn just raised. Are these issues that you're experiencing in the UAE? And if so, how did you go about resolving them? So we can put a pin in the discussion, but I'd like to continue with that at some time.
These issues, definitely. This issue about our office, about our business.
About
Yes.
Operations, yes.
The operations.
Operational issues.
Okay. As
That
of
we're facing here.
here, we just discussed when I have my bonding in the house with with the general manager, our manager here. We're trying our best to do our best this 2022, because we all know that our sales got down, pay-ins also not good, Ma'am Bronwyn and everyone. So we are talking, that's why it's the reason I did the banding, because I met also my grand upline, Luce and Jerry, Engineer Jerry. Yep. So hopefully this 2022, we'll do our best, because we don't want also, we don't have new yet here. We don't want our office to be closed, same USA, right? So let's do, we will work together, we'll do our best. I know God with us, right? Even there is again another issue here in UAE, because maybe they will announce lockdowns also because of the increase of cases.
Same here.
That's why. Today is 2,000 plus, Ma'am Bronwyn. Today only, cases.
Wow.
Yes.
And in UAE.
So, yes, and PCR now is 48 hours. 48 hours, you cannot travel. So there are a lot of passengers delayed also for the flights, because there's a problem for the PCR machine. 2 days, 3 days delayed. So there are some problems now in UAE right now. With Expo still going on, and Dubai Festival is going on. But you know, the UAE government, Ma'am Bronwyn, if it's negative, they don't expose negative news because of the tourism, you know?
Yeah.
That's why.
We don't want that. Yeah.
And of course, thanks God for the rain. Sir Jeffrey, my news is we have rain in Dubai.
We have rain.
Yes, first and Ma'am Bronwyn after 2 years. So 31st, December 31st, imagine that, December 31st, I was outside to buy some crown for the new year for the group, and I was stuck in the traffic. Flood, you know, till now there are flooded area in UAE, because you know.
Wow, they probably don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah, but it's nice, beautiful. It's a blessing. We have rain at New Year. Till now, it's very cloudy. Still rain showers going on here. So that's it. Sir Jeffrey, we'll do our best. USA, UAE, let's do our best for 2022. We'll not let the Philippines to beat us.
Thank you so much. That is awesome. Go ahead and do this. And then after this, we're going to start. Thank you, Miss Kelly.
Lockdown after lockdown, there seems to be no real solution to the growing problem that is plaguing our country at the moment. This virus constantly mutates and has a very high infection rate. It has affected all social classes and has infected our loved ones, families, and entire communities. Face it, we have a real problem in our hands, a situation that brought our frontliners to fight a seemingly unending battle. They are tired and exhausted, trying to fight a virus that has taken millions of lives around the world. Yet we continue to be vulnerable. This is our reality, one that we cannot escape. We can only pray that there will be enough vaccines soon to roll out to everyone, especially those who need it most, and that it will be a safe and accessible solution to end this crisis once and for all. But as we wait for our turn to get vaccinated, how can we give ourselves a fighting chance against this illness? The one thing that we have absolute control over is our health. We have the power to keep our defenses up. We can make our bodies strong, healthy, and resilient. We can fortify our immune health to become a stronger shield to ward off this virus. And in the unfortunate event that we ever get infected by it, we can support our immune response so our bodies can heal and recover faster. We have that power. The time to decide is now. We can take control of our health. We can do this by having a balanced diet. Choose food rich in vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to nourish our body and mind. Live a healthy and active lifestyle. Get morning sunshine for a dose of vitamin D. Have the right amount of sleep at night. And we can take control by taking the right kind of supplements that will supply our body with the defense that it needs to strengthen our immune health. Some government agencies and health experts claim that supplements can help promote a strong immune system.
Ang PCO ay nakakatulong na dahil antiviral siya.
COVID prevention, healthy diet. Para lumakas ang katawan, ito po ang kakainin natin, yung mayaman sa zinc. Sa ibang hospital, sa ibang bansa, ito na ang treatment nila sa mga serious COVID cases. Itong mga hospitalized cases, binibigyan ng vitamin C at zinc. Diba? So kasama siya sa protocol ng hospitalized patient.
Yung lauric acid has a very wide range of antimicrobial property, be it bacteria, be it fungi, or virus.
Ano po ba ang gamit talaga ng VCO at ano ang nagagawa nito sa tao?
Ito palang VCO na ito ay mayaman sa laurin at saka monolaurin na ito na nagbibigay ng kanilang sinasabi nating antiviral properties.
There is evidence that VCO does provide both symptomatic as well as relief from inflammatory conditions.
Yung virus mismo, tiningnan nila kung mapapatay nitong VCO. Ang nakita nila, kapag ka low viral load, konti pa lang yung virus, 90% kayang patayin nitong VCO.
Oh, 90%?
Diba?
Ha? Laking bagay.
Oh, yes. So, malaking bagay talaga.
Itong mga vitamins and supplements, pwede makuha sa pagkain. Kung kulang tayo sa pagkain, pwede makuha sa tableta.
What it does is it removes the viral coating of the virus. And pag wala na yan, so namamatay na siya. This is being done on severe cases na.
You can also take additional vitamin C tablets, vitamin D capsules, and zinc.
The Immunobooster Trio is made of concentrated sources of nutrients that are considered a dietary top-up to supplement the body's nutritional needs. These food supplements are FDA approved, halal certified, recognized by super brands, and are listed at the Philippine Pharmaceutical Directory or PPD. PPD is a comprehensive listing of pharmaceutical drugs available in the Philippines, proof that these products are of high quality and are safe for consumption.
The Immune Booster Trio was designed to strengthen the body para maproteksyonan tayo laban sa impeksyon at mga sakit. Ginawa ito upang matugunan ang epekto ng weakened immune system na dala ng stress, toxin overload, at nutritional deficiency. Ultima C is not just your ordinary vitamin C. Ito ay alkaline-based, sodium ascorbate na gentle sa tiyan. Ang Ultima C ay vitamin C that drives the nutrients. Ito ang nakatutulong upang maproteksyonan ang ating katawan. Inaayos nito ang blood pressure, helps improve iron absorption, reduce heart disease, repairs tissues, and boosts immunity. Itong super antioxidant na ito ay hindi lang nagpapalakas ng immune system. Tinutulungan pa nito ang katawan na labanan ng flu, cough, and respiratory problems na mga kilalang sintomas ng virus. Ang combination ng zinc at vitamin D ay importante sapagkat tumutulong ito sa immune system. Zinc increases the body's T cells which help fight illness and protect the body from viral and bacterial infections such as the common colds and ventilator-assisted pneumonia. Ang zinc natin ay may vitamin D which makes it more powerful in fighting free radicals. Nakatutulong ito para maganda ang function ng bone marrow sa production of new blood cells at sa overall function of the internal organs. Zinc also helps boost the body's immune health and contain probiotic and prebiotic na mabuti sa ating buong tiyan. Ang pangatlong supplement na kabilang sa ating immune booster trio ay ang virgin coconut oil. Maraming studies ang nagsabi na ang virgin coconut oil ay nakatutulong sa mga apektado ng virus dahil sa antiviral, antiparasitic, at antibacterial properties nito. Virgin coconut oil is the cell protector. It naturally aids in digestion, promotes heart health, encourages weight loss, and protects the skin, hair, and teeth. Ang virgin coconut oil ay nakatutulong sa pag-boost ng immunity in healthy and natural way.
These people can attest to how these supplements have helped them recover from the dreaded virus.
Hi, I'm Amy. Unfortunately, nag-positive ako nung March. Nagkaroon ako ng fever, sipon, konting pagkahilo, and loss of appetite. So I knew something was wrong. I home quarantined. Thankfully, manageable naman yung symptoms ko the whole time. And I took care of myself during my 14 days of quarantine. During my recovery, I think nakatulong talaga sa akin yung pagkain ng masustansyang food, maraming pahinga, and pag-follow ng advice ng doctor ko. Apart from that, malaking tulong talaga sa akin yung pag-take ng food supplements. I took Ultima C and zinc, and I think yun talaga ang nakatulong para palakasin yung immune system ko and for me to be able to recover from sickness. And up until now, na okay na, magaling na ako, continuous pa rin yung pag-take ko ng food supplements because it helps strengthen my body and strengthen my immune health.
I'm Delmar Fernandez Pasag. Unfortunately, isa po ako sa tinamaan ng virus last month and agad-agad nag-home quarantine po ako and nag-take po ako ng mga supplement which is yun po yung advice ng doctor ko din para tumaas po yung immune system ko. So, nag-take po ako ng mga supplement like vitamin C which is Ultima C, VCO, and zinc. And isa to sa mga nakatulong sa fast recovery ko. And sobrang laking tulong din kasi wala rin akong naramdaman na symptoms during the quarantine. And until now, para talagang ma-maintain na mataas yung immune system ko is continuous ko pa rin siya ginagamit.
Hi, I'm Christopher Paul Pasag. And sobrang nakakalungkot man pong sabihin, last month, March 2021, ako po'y na-test as positive sa virus. Sobrang nalungkot po ako noon, sobrang depressed po ako noon. Kasi hindi ko po na-expect na sobrang ingat ko pero tinamaan pa rin ako ng virus. So, na-advisean po ako ng doktor namin na mag-take ako ng mga supplement. So, agad po akong nag-take ng VCO, virgin coconut oil, vitamin C, and ng zinc. So, araw-araw ko po siyang iniinom 3 times a day. Sobrang laki ng tulong sa akin ng mabilis kong pag-recover. So, advice ko lang po sa lahat, sa panahon ngayon, hindi sapat na basta mag-ingat lang tayo. Kailangan talaga natin palakasin natin yung ating immune system. Kaya advice ko lang din po sa lahat ng nakikinig. Mag-take din po kayo ng mga supplement, vitamin C, zinc, and ng BCO.
Your immune health is your best defense. Accompanied by a healthy diet, an active lifestyle, and supplemented with our immune booster trio. Your body has the fighting chance it deserves.
Thank you, thank you. Just a few housekeeping. Obviously, there is a conflict with the schedule. Okay, Marcia, welcome. There is a big training that's happening at UNO around this time on online training. So I appreciate the ones that are here and made it if you had to choose between that and this. So let's get started, and we're gonna breeze through this because Romeo, our special guest, is not able to join us, but I'm gonna ask when we get to that point of sharing, I'm gonna ask the team. Doug and I actually had a side conversation about a personal experience here with the healthcare system. And I wanna really be candid about having that conversation, and anyone can join in. So that's the plan for now, unless someone steps in to do their sharing. I've approached a number of people to do their own sharing because it's a great opportunity to hear other people's story, regardless whether you are on the success track or not. It's always good to know a little bit more about each other. Okay, so welcome, Mr. Faith to Faith himself. Welcome. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Nathan, can you allow me to share my screen, please? Or Miss Kelly? Voltage, Miss Francia Fernandez, how are you? Can you unmute?
I'm fine po, ma'am.
Good. Are you tuning in from the Philippines or somewhere else?
I'm in the Philippines po.
Is this your first time attending our Global VP?
Yes
Wonderful.
po, ma'am.
We got a newbie. How wonderful. That gets me excited. The more people that know about Unopreneur, the more people out there can spread the good news. So thank you. I appreciate you being here, Francia. And let me get started, okay? Everyone see my screen?
Yes.
All righty. So if you don't mind, for folks, if you can just go ahead and mute yourself, and I can go ahead and get started. Welcome everyone. Today's presentation is a global presentation hosted by our US Midwest team. My name is Bronwyn D'Italia Payne. I have been a pioneering leader for close to 5 years now here in the United States. And my target audience really in sharing this opportunity are Americans/Filipino Americans. So we host this every Wednesday. When you come on or your guest comes in, we would love for you to turn on your video and mute yourself, mute your microphone, type your name and location. We know that we are invited in different groups. Francia, I appreciate that you did put in your group, and then you also put in your name. And we had a conversation that you are from the Philippines. And also knowing that we have a new invite gives us a little bit more information on how we can customize our presentation. I want you and your guests to have an open mind. And if you have any questions, please type in the chat. Every Wednesday around this time here in the United States, it would be 9 a.m. We bring you the Global Business Preview. It's a partnership consisting of volunteer leaders from all over the globe. And these are the key folks that make this happen, including the UNO staff that support us in getting the word out. Today's guest I've shown here was originally Romeo Acierto, who's been in the business for over, I would say, over 10 years. If any one of you is interested in hearing his story, he's been our guest before. I would be glad to send you his presentation the last time he shared. So note the global business preview hours wherever you are. And if you have some interest in building here in the United States and other parts of the world, make sure that you have the right time when you send the link, okay? So who are we? We are Uno Local that got established in 2017. We are a health and wellness distributor of fine quality products that are sourced globally. We have a lot of certifications that we have acquired over the years, and we have made millions of people become, well, thousands of people become millionaires at a local level. So because of the success of Uno, they decided to open up Uno Premier. Uno Premier's focus is for the international market. International market, mostly overseas foreign workers. Now, most of us know overseas foreign workers are the unsung heroes of the Filipino community. They're the ones that as soon as they finish their education, they decide to leave the country and go to Saudi Arabia, one of our top hosts for OFWs, or they go to Hong Kong, the neighboring Asian countries, or the US, and even Africa. So that was the primary target for Uno Premier. Because of the great products and the testimonials, because Filipinos are natural storytellers, and we are hospitable and we love to tell our stories. So what happened is they did such a great job in getting the word out about this wonderful company called Uno. Uno stands for Unlimited Networking Opportunities. Herbie Chua, William Barber, and Oliver Chua are the founders of these wonderful organizations. Our president, William Barbo, has the servant leadership quality in him. And he could be your Facebook friend. He will accept your friend. He has got an open door policy. He is really a down-to-earth person. I have met him. Herbie Chua is responsible for all the operations and the technology, and also the building of the automated systems. Oliver Chua is Chief Operations Officer. They have 30 years of multi-level marketing company experience. And they pull their heads together and they establish this international company that has gained momentum over the years. In less than 5 years, actually, since inception, they were able to build millionaires outside the Philippines. We are super branded. Our products are high quality. In the Philippines, it has acquired its super brand award, meaning in every country, there's a super brand. And when you acquire that, that means your products, whenever you think about, for example, whenever you think about toothpaste, automatically people feel good in thinking about Advo, the Advanced Care Tooth Gel. And I made this an example because I actually started experiencing that product here. And I've forgotten how wonderful it made me feel. So when people think about super brands, when people acquire the super branding, that means that it has a feel good, super quality attributes to it that makes people think about it and would not think about buying it regardless of the price. Also, we are halal certified for our Muslim brothers and sisters. In every country that we sell the products, we are Food and Drug Administration certified. We are also a member of the International Standards Organization that is based in Switzerland, is a member country organization consisting of 60 countries, making sure that all businesses are up to par with their documentation and proving that they are good to their employers. The working qualities and the product qualities are up to par. And this has to be reviewed every single year. Okay, so you have to be very proud to be part of Uno. This is what our Uno offices in West Insula looks like. You walk in, it has this flair of class. You can see that they are equipped with high technology, and you are not going to be embarrassed to send your prospect, especially people that have deep pockets, that have money to spend, because they are really going to make you feel special. As you can see here at the center table, you have William Barbo, and Gary Morales is our Chief Operations Officer at West Insula, and also Herbie Chua. They are there like normal. They don't stay in their offices. And I can say that because I actually been there, and we see them walking down the hallway, taking selfies with people, and they greet every person as they walk in there in a very authentic way. So if you have an opportunity to stop by West Insula in one of your travels, please make sure that we receive you with a red carpet treatment. Now, I want you to also think that all of the offices, Unopreneur offices, look like this or has these qualities. So if you decide to send your business prospect in Nigeria, in UAE, in other countries that we have offices, this is what you're gonna have, this is what you're gonna expect for your guests. Take a closer look about how the map looks like. This is the Uno map. We have our warehouse in the United States of America in Las Vegas. They established that in 2015 when they started. Okay, we also have our small operations led by Jeffrey Brewster here in the heart of the United States at the Untitled Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. We've been very proud in receiving some of our US partners that came through, and they have really enjoyed being within our mix and seeing the potential of our facilities, the products that we have available, and the staff, not the staff, but the partners that are actually receiving them. Remember when I talked about the YFWs, how Saudi Arabia and the Middle East are our #1 host countries? So that made it possible to get the word out. And now we have offices in Qatar, in UAE, several offices in UAE, and in Nigeria. Okay, over on the left-hand side, you are going to see the countries that have some Uno presence. So that means because this is a global corporation, you have unlimited reach to whoever you want to offer this business opportunity. We are definitely conquering the global market. We have active members and distributors in more than 20 countries, and there are a total of 13 international offices all across the 4 continents. And we are still building in spite of the challenges of COVID, and even more, there's a need for our products. And you're gonna know more about the products a little bit later. We have created more than 300 international millionaires and over 3,000 in the Philippines and counting. And even with the challenges of the pandemic, people are really earning online. And this is something that an opportunity that actually started here in the United States. Not everyone knows that in 2015, the United States Uno are the first one who actually had an Uno store, wherein we are able to send our online stores to our prospect. Our products, as I mentioned, are certified here in the United States. And Uno is the first registered Filipino run organization that is registered to operate legally in the United States. We all know that the United States is a great market, and we are just still, trying to penetrate it with great momentum, though. And 2022 is going to be a great year. Take a look at the countries that the Uno presence and products and structures are. Hong Kong, one of the oldest structure. They're doing really well with their UBC, what they call the Uno Business Center. Lots and thousands of people are making money. All these beautiful women, they use the products and they tell their story. And they are very hardworking. And I don't know if anyone is here at this point representing Hong Kong. Nigeria, if you look at them, they are really pharmacists, microbiologists, doctors, chemists, and they believe and they enjoy Uno products. And more, especially there's a huge population of Nigerians here in the United States, mainly in Texas, and they are starting to reach out to me about the products. United Arab Emirates, as you can see, has been like the melting pot. Look at the picture, combination Jewish, Pakistanis, Indians, they all come together. People actually are married to, to different, like Mom Julie here is married to, is your husband from India or Pakistani or UAE, right?
UAE, ma'am.
UAE. So, Mom Julie, like myself, a lot of people, when they get into this business, they would say, oh, the goal is for us to retire in the Philippines and enjoy our retirement. That's not the case for some of us because we are married to other nationalities. So we're focused in bringing in other nationalities with UNO, in the UNO world. So that's makes our organization pretty unique, and our offerings are really amazing. Now, when you think about it here in the United States, here are our pioneering leaders. Jeff and Jacqueline has been with us for going into, Jacqueline close to 5 years and Jeff going into 2 years. They have not stopped. When you really think about it, I really want to stress the fact that when Jeffrey Brewster joined UNO, he researched the product to death. He researched the system, and he's still with us. And he's actually become an Unopreneur, and he's servicing U.S. distributors, both local and non-local, to get the products because it is a consumer club. So they are here. Just a one-stop shop in his online store. He's able to provide the services so that not only the people in the Philippines enjoy it, people in the Philippines, your friend, people in the United States, your friends or family have access to these wonderful products. So I want you to think about that. You're going to hear more about that a little bit later, okay? Now, again, capturing the countries that UNO has a presence. I took this from the last anniversary event. So whenever you have an interest in any of these countries, the only thing you really need to do is reach out to your grant upline or to any of us, and we will direct you on how to get started, okay? One of the unique offerings of UNO is that they actually have an e-consultation wherein people are challenged with what type of protocol when it comes to treating, let's say, COVID or other diseases. Because we have built over 12 years of testimonials, there's a pool of testimony. We have a doctor on staff, and we have a nutritionist on staff that we have access to, and they offer this weekly. So that's something that you need to be aware about. And so you want to carve a chunk of time to learn more of the products and to hear more about testimonies. Our products, I'm proud to say, are already in the doctor's drug reference, PPD, in the Philippines. So all the 30,000 members that are in the medical field in the Philippines, and it's growing obviously, have endorsed our products not only as a therapeutic, it also not only supplemental, it's also therapeutic. Okay. Now, here are the products that are available. These are the UNO Premier products. As you can see, you can tell the distinction between the UNO Premier products and the local products. And being a member of UNO allows you to have access to both. That is the beauty of it. We have all, obviously, beverages, 8-in-1 coffee, Prime juice, and beauty soap. And beyond that, the offerings are here. If you are considering a starter pack, just think about this. I decided to create a visual so people will be will know that if you happen to start with $380 worth of starter package, these are one of the options that we would recommend you to get the full flavor of our offerings. Okay, this is US starter pack number 4. So you get cryptogenic, multivitamin, we got Prime juice, and beauty soap. Another starter pack is, especially in COVID, when you think about it, that's how the immune booster is recommended. We have Vitalife virgin coconut oil and Vitalife grapeseed extract. Okay. Now, so if you are somebody, or you're thinking of somebody to to introduce the business to, and they happen to be here in the United States, these are the starter pack that you want to look into, okay? Now, we want to start our 2022 year right, okay? We've been preaching about boosting our immune booster, and this is what the products. The thing is, the virus is here to stay, unfortunately. So whatever you're thinking of a campaign moving forward, as you join this business, or if you have an existing business, you can still continue with this strong, okay? And be fierce in letting them know. And for those people who simply do not want to take pills because they have this mindset, you can also offer them the Prime Juice and our coffee, okay? Now, normally, well, we're going to do this, our 13 participants, and I would love for Miss Kelly to lead a reporting from the field. This segment is, and we invite others to let us know what's going on in their neck of the woods, whether it's be weather, newsworthy, or about what's going on in your country. Please do share. Miss Kelly, I'd love for you to facilitate if you can, please.
Okay, hello everyone. So we are now in the news that you can use, reporting from the field where we all share what's happening from our countries, from our location, anything that we can share. So with the Philippines, as we all know, cases have been increasing. I think now as of January 5, there has been reported 10,000 or almost 11,000 COVID cases today. So we really have to use or take our Uno food supplements to keep our immune system strong, as what we also have watched a while ago, the video, our immune booster trio. Those are really helpful, so that if we, in case, get infected by COVID, based from the testimonials, they don't, they survive and they didn't experience much of the symptoms. So we are really fortunate that we are in Uno. And also we have recent calamity as well in the Philippines. So we are praying for those who were affected by the typhoon. Anyone else here who want to share? I think Ma'am Julie already shared a while ago for UAE. So we can encourage others here.
I did already. Ma'am Kelly, but aside from this, can I add little?
Sure,
Can I add?
Yes, please.
I just, it's not about the COVID, but since we are in 2022, I just want to remind everyone that still we are doing the BP here in UAE for every Sunday and Tuesday only. So we can invite, you can bring your friends without you even, you just message us so that we can invite. So in that case, we can help each other. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ma'am Julie. By the way, what time is it for the Sunday?
It is still 7 p.m. here in UAE. Last full show for Philippines. 7 p.m. UAE time.
7 p.m. UAE time. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Ma'am Julie. Anyone else here want to share? Even if you are in the Philippines, you can still share. Just share something from your province or from your area, or even in the US for your state. Feel free to unmute.
Well, I'd like to invite either Jade or Jeff to give us a little flavor of what's going on here. I'm really concerned about Omicron. All of the large states that are on the list. Jeff, do you mind, or Jade from the US?
I'll comment and then just continue on with the next segment of our program. Here, here in the United States, the COVID picture is looking very bleak. Our cases, like everywhere else, are on the rise, even to the point of us now considering closing our public schools once again. And then the next step is to consider what will happen to businesses and the economy. Looking at this from another point of view, what an incredible business opportunity we have. Not only are we impacted by a rise in the virus, and the Omicron variant is increasing. However, it's important to recognize where geographically you are and what variant is predominating. We're seeing a rise overall in the United States, but in particular here in Cincinnati, the Delta variant is still the dominant virus. But Omicron is not to be ignored because it is on the rise. We have seen a great uptick in the number of cases and the number of hospitalizations. And as we move forward in the first couple of weeks of 2022, it's important that we continue to look at the statistics, because remember, we've just come through the Christmas holiday in which family and friends have gathered. We've just come through the New Year celebration in which friends and family have gathered. These are perfect super spreader events. So we're not going to see the actual results of these infections until about a week and a half or 2 weeks from now. So it's very, very important that we continue to monitor this great opportunity. If you have not seen the video that Ms. Kelly shared with us in the beginning, please look at this recording. That video is so impactful. And I applaud the UNO administration for developing that video. Even though it was relevant a year ago, it is so much more relevant today. And this is a great opportunity for us as ambassadors of health. The next thing I want to look at as far as opportunity, look at your labor situation and your economic business opportunities in your country. Here in the United States, we're experiencing what they're calling the great, I'm blocking on the word, but many people are leaving the workforce, and they're calling it the great migration from the workforce. People are just not returning back to work from the results of COVID. Businesses shutting down, and people are forced out of work, but many people are choosing not to go back into work. Let's take, for example, healthcare workers. The healthcare industry here in the United States are seeing many nurses, many frontline employees refusing to go back into battle. Well, for me, this says opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. These people are looking for new opportunities. Why not share our business opportunity with them? They've got the background. They've got the skills, and obviously they've got the education and knowledge that we can use to be successful in our business today. So as we go forward, let us talk about how we can work this business, giving all of the opportunities that we have. Excuse me. Bronwyn, if we can continue.
Yes. So it is actually your segment, and you can go ahead and let me know just to forward the slide. There are ways, Jeffrey Brewster is going to tell you the ways to work your business.
I'm going to be very brief with this and right to the point this morning. We have, as I said, optimal opportunities right now. And I want to be frank, I want to be honest, and I want to be candid. I want you to examine your own needs, your own desires, your own reasons for becoming part of our consumer club, because I will say this: if we cannot succeed at this time, given a global pandemic, not just an epidemic, but a global pandemic, if we cannot succeed in this international business, selling the right products that are so needed at this time, then perhaps we're not in the right business. But I will say, this is the greatest opportunity to succeed in business at this time. So how can we do this? Well, we have three ways that we can maximize our business opportunity with Uno and Unopreneur. Number one is through our consumer club and our business model of profitable consumerism. Now, we're not going to spend too much time on this because I'm going to get right to the point. As a consumer, what are you doing to protect your own self? We're purchasing products every day, but we have products. We are now our own distributors. We're now representing our own company who is manufacturing some of the best health supplements on the planet. What are you consuming? Mom Bronwyn mentioned earlier our outstanding tooth gel. Everyone brushes their teeth every day. Are you maximizing our business opportunity by first using the toothpaste yourself, using our soap, using our prime juice as a great way to start your day? So think about what you are consuming as you become a member of our consumer club. And remember, there are great benefits from doing this. Let us proceed to the next slide. Let us talk about these great benefits. As a distributor, we have the opportunity to cut out the entire supply chain. And with that are great savings. When we cut out the supply chain, our products come directly from the manufacturer to us as distributors. So we cut out the middleman, we cut out advertising and promotions and marketing, and those savings Uno is able to give to us as distributors. We earn 5% on all of our purchases. And depending on how well we develop our sales team, we can achieve up to 29% of a return rebate on our group purchases. What a fantastic opportunity. And what makes it even better is that our consumer club has a one-time investment, which is an investment for life. There's no annual fee, and there are no mandatory minimums. So as a consumer, you can consume as much as you'd like or consume according to your needs. Next slide. Let's talk about another way to really capitalize on developing your business today, and that is through direct sales. If we can continue, we have a global opportunity, international. Every business that is succeeding today is doing so because of globalization. And as a matter of fact, the supply chain that I mentioned in the last slide, we're not just calling it a supply chain, we're now calling it a value chain, because every aspect of that chain is valuable. And valuable today is really bringing great profit margins for us. Look at the trajectory here for direct retail sales over the last 10 years. As you can see, that top graph is steadily going up. And the plateau that we see in 2018 is now escalating exponentially as we go into 2022. So if you're evaluating this as a business opportunity, the data speaks for itself. When we break down our sales by product categories, look at what is leading that product category. It's wellness. And this is where we are right now. Wellness products are the fastest growing sector in this economy. When we talk about direct sales, we're also talking about online sales. Look at the number of people who have made direct retail purchases online. That number is 2.14 billion and counting. That accounts for over 22% of the world's population. Now, if you're looking at a business opportunity, let us talk about that as a great market size. In addition to market size, let us talk about profit margin. If you're evaluating this as a business opportunity, you want to be in a business where your profit margins are maximal. Here in the United States, for food supplements, our average profit margins are anywhere from 15 to 22%. But let's look at this graphic. Let's look at these 5 products, which have great profit margins for us here in the United States and abroad. But look at the opportunity. You know, when we talk about taking a regimen of products, this is a regimen that any of us could take, should take, and can convince others to take as well. But with just one single customer, look at the opportunity for value added. Look at the opportunity for exponential growth. Look at the opportunity that comes with multiple customers. So if we have 10 customers using this very same regimen, that's an extra $740 plus per month. And that's just with these products. Remember, we've got over 30 products in our total arsenal. So when we talk about profit margin, next slide, we're talking about big profit margins. That's what I want you to consider. The next thing I'd like you to consider with direct sales is our economic e-commerce platform. We have an opportunity with just a modest investment of $380 to enter into a global business opportunity. I challenge you to find another opportunity that gives us such a great reward at this time. We're in the right place with the right products and with the right support. With your modest investment, you will get your own e-commerce store, your own online web store. You can now direct your customers directly to your website. And let me just give you an idea through the next slide as to how easy this opportunity really is. You will direct people to your own store, that you will have your own URL, your own website address that you can share with each and every customer. Now, this is where the opportunity gets better. Our Uno management will take care of all of the rest. Your customer will simply go to your web store, select the products they wish to purchase right online. They will pay right online. Our Uno management then will confirm the order, package and drop ship that order directly to your customer's doorstep. It can't get any simpler and certainly is not any easier than this. But just think, for a modest investment of $380, this global opportunity now yours. So if you're considering changing jobs, if you're considering increasing your income, if you're considering supplementing your income, this is a wonderful opportunity at this time. Next slide. I tell you, it gets better and it gets even better. How is that? Well, we have a global opportunity with no territorial boundaries. So here you are as a new Uno distributor with your own online e-commerce platform selling internationally, not only in your country, but abroad. I'm just going to share with you one opportunity to do so here in the United States. Many of you have friends, have families who live here in the United States. Don't you want to share this opportunity with them as well? Here's how you can simply do that. Here in Cincinnati, Ohio, we have established an Unopreneur Center. And here we have the opportunity to assist you as a business partner in drop shipping our products anywhere in the continental United States, Canada, and or Alaska. This is an opportunity to build your business exponentially. Here's how you can do it. Simply go on to our e-commerce store that we have built just for distributors throughout the United States and internationally. Simply go to healthydays365.store. Here you will receive distributor favorite pricing, and we will take care of all of the rest. You are an international entrepreneur right from the start. So let us build in the United States. Let us build across this globe with this wonderful opportunity. Let us go on, Mom Brownlee, because I want to talk briefly now about the real foundation of this company. We are a multi-level marketing company. You now have the opportunity to experience the power of network marketing at its finest. One way that you can do that is simply by investing and getting others to share in your investment opportunity. That's what multi-level marketing is really all about. So you have the opportunity to be a consumer. You have an opportunity for direct selling, and you have an opportunity for building your team, building your franchise right here in your own country. And look, let me just give you an idea of some of the financial rewards that you can achieve through multi-level marketing. As you could see in our last slide, we can earn nearly $18,000 in 5 months. But I implore you to consult with your upline, because there is a very dynamic strategy behind achieving these financial goals. But if you're not willing to build on that financial strategy, then perhaps you just want to do direct sales. If you don't want to do direct sales, perhaps you just want to maximize your opportunity as a consumer. But now I want you to get a fuller idea of more of the ways that we can earn through multi-level marketing and this great opportunity we have with Unopreneur. I'm going to ask my partner and upline, Douglas Payne, to share with us some of the other ways that we can achieve maximal financial success with Unopreneur. Doug?
You need to speak.
Jeff, I'm going to go ahead and walk them through this one for Doug. He will talk a little bit later, but he asked me to do this. So let me continue. The compensation plan is here. There are many ways to earn and many ways to work your business. Thank you, Jeff, for that outstanding explanation. We always need to be reminded how simple it is. It doesn't have to be very complicated. Here's the ways of earning. Now, as far as bringing in the money, for Unopreneur account, US or the Philippines, this is in US dollars because we are here in the United States, you can actually earn money as you bring in people, depending on the package that you purchase. Remember now, when you purchase the packages, it comes with products already. So right there and then, you've already gotten your 100% return on your investment. But when you bring in a person or a household to convert, we're talking $20, $60, $120, or $240 bonus. Okay, that's the first way. The second way is that Once you bring in that person and they bring in another person and you match them, you earn a matching bonus each time you pair them. And if you look at this diagram, you're going to see that after your 11th match, it increases to $40. Uno has got it figured out. You know, when the momentum is going and you're able to get somebody to join in, they ask you, and they're going to teach you how to look for 4 more individuals, 4 more households, or 4 communities that can actually venture into business just by consuming our products. So let's look at this. For every match at the platinum level, you're gonna earn $20. So you're looking at $20 for platinum with the first bonus, another $20 for the matching bonus. So we're looking at $30 up to another $480, depending on the package that this individual or family starts with a startup, okay? Now, you are gonna ask, okay, what if I bring in a platinum and I bring in a premier? So there's a difference. I want you to remember 150 point value. Every product that comes with a package has a point value. For every 150 point value earned, there is a money equivalent to it. And in this case, as far as platinum is concerned, we're looking at $380 worth. Okay, now let's move on. Direct royalty is one of the things that is really amazing, because of the fact that if you actually have a global account, you earn more. Remember now, the bigger the package, the bigger potential for earning. Even for a platinum level, who has heard of getting a royalty bonus from your team of 10%? So if each and every one of your team, whether there's only 2 of you, 4 of you, 6 of you, the magic number is 4, 16, 36, you are gonna get a royalty bonus. Now imagine if you actually have a global account wherein you are gonna earn 20% at the first level and an additional 5% on the second level. Now, you are probably worried, oh no, I entered as a platinum and I'm entered as a premier, I'm not getting the upgrade, but I really want to get this global account. Do you know that you can actually upgrade your account? You get the product's worth of the difference and then you become global. So that means there's always that opportunity for you to have more inventory for yourself or to give away, okay? Now, on top of that, Uno wants you to take a peek of the Uno lifestyle. Some people, they just don't realize how wonderful it is to travel, how wonderful it is to have a designer bags or whatever. Some people are into it, some are not. But for those people, you can actually earn a lifestyle reward for every 5th pair that you bring in, okay? So every 5th match, you get 1 point, and then you can accumulate this over time. When you gather that and you have enough, you can actually exchange them or convert them into either a computer, a phone, which is very much needed if you're starting up your business, or you can do this for travel or designer bags or anything. Now, for a pioneering team in any of the countries in the world, you can actually come up with whatever you want for the lifestyle rewards. This is something that is negotiable. Isn't that great? Now, let's talk about new unit level commission. They're called NUC. We told you that for every products, other the point value as you bring in the startup products, you can actually, there is a new unit level compensation for every item. For example, remember when Jeff showed you the products and the pricing? If you want to earn money on a regular basis because you built a team, the only thing that you need to do is make sure that you maintain your NUC. And you are going to get already 5% being yourself as a distributor. And then anybody under you, here is the formula. So as a distributor, you can actually earn an additional 18% of your team's consumption, whatever they consume every month. The only thing is that you must maintain a NUC. So this is a safety net for the company to make sure that operations are run smoothly and they have that money to make sure that it keeps going, okay? And that is really nothing, because 62.5% is really one product or perhaps two, depending on the type of product that you are purchasing or that you are repeat purchasing as a member of a consumer club. Now, all of these rankings, you rank every single month. They now go as high as a diamond executive here on this chart, but they have now moved on to blue diamond and black diamond because of online selling. So this is the potential right here. If you just bring in, you yourself consume, buy the toothpaste, a couple more boxes of coffee, then you maintained. You don't have to worry about it. Now, if you happen to not get really bogged down on consuming and you don't consume, it's quite okay, because Uno will never kick you out from the system. Unlike major multi-level companies here in the United States, I can only say that a company would require you to spend at least $80 to $150 a month in order to stay in the system, in order to get all the distributors discount. In Uno, no. Once you are in, you are in. The only thing that will happen if you snooze is that you lose the income. Okay, but you can still consume and you can still, through profitable consumerism, make some money. Now, we talked about trying to get people to understand. We have local account holders here in the United States that are doing really well. You're going to see their names as top earners and they rank within the NUC, but they have Uno local accounts. I encourage them to at least purchase a Premier Plus account with products. And the cost is 14,500 pesos, which is equivalent to a starter pack of $380. Now, here's a major difference that I want you to keep in mind. And you can confirm this with the person that invited you or through Uno customer service. With a Uno local account, you cannot build outside the Philippines. So that means you get your products in the Philippines. And if you want to share your products, then you're going to have to ship it yourself to any parts of the world or into the United States. Most of the training is tailored for local market. So there's not, it's not customized for your target audience. The beauty of having an Uno Premier Plus account is, if you look at the people in this Zoom, you have access to all of us all across 4 continents. You can build a network outside the Philippines, and there are trainings after trainings tailored to the global market. And the customer service, there is a customer service on all international markets. So if I want you to really consider, and now with the offering of having multiple accounts, that's another story, okay? Now let's look at the money. When you have an Uno local account, you are thinking, when you're able to bring in somebody or bring in a household to convert the products that they use, we are looking at 1,200 pesos worth. But that is broken down into this: $750 worth of products and in gift certificates, and you get a cash of 450 pesos. Then they take out tax, which is 10%. So you end up with hard cash of 450 pesos. And every 5th pair comes as a gift certificate, and it's in products. Every 25th pair is Sodexo or a gas card. So I want you to think about that. That's the compensation for each of your Uno local account, which you purchase for $8,998. Now, if you consider having an Unopreneur Plus account, either in UAE or in the Philippines or in the United States, we are looking at, I'm converting this into pesos because that is our metrics. 1,000 pesos is your direct match, okay? And then when you bring in a matching, instead of getting gift certificates and cash, you're gonna get hard cash of 1,000 pesos. And after you match 11, it's gonna bump up to 2,000 pesos. And every fifth pair, you get 1 point towards the lifestyle rewards, and you get royalty bonus, and you get uni-level bonus. At a glance, you can see the difference. You are missing out if you are thinking of building here in the United States or building in UAE or building in Nigeria, if you do not acquire an Unopreneur Plus account first before you build, okay? Remember, each person can only have up to total of 15 accounts. Okay, now, did I do that already? Yeah, okay. Now let me move on to, so this is a business opportunity, and Jeff has really articulated with the fact that you work your business and it's so easy to do. Sign up, pick up a package with, if you know you're gonna brush your teeth more, buy a whole bunch of a package that has toothpaste. Or if you're into beauty, have a beauty package. And then have that for you to consume, to use up, or share with other people. And the second step is to just attend the meetings, okay? The fact that the starter package comes with packages. In the United States, we're looking at $380 for a starter pack, good for one person. And if you happen to be a generous person and you get so excited after using your products, then you can move, you can purchase a larger package that you are able to share. And then if you really want to get into the business part of it, even as a franchise, if you can Google the startup for any franchise here in the United States, we're talking millions of dollars. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're only looking at 380 as an individual, or you can do an investor package of 4,560, and right there and then you already have your investment, a return of investment by way of products that you can direct sell. Okay. The only thing also that you want you to do is spend 3 to 5 hours a week as you are consuming the products, as you are experiencing the products, to learn about the business, to learn about its structure, and to learn everything you need to know about Uno. The third step is consume the products. Make sure that every item in your household that has Uno products is converted. The toothpaste, the shampoo, we have everything already. It's a no-brainer. And you know what? It actually saves you time when you go to the store. What do you have to go to a store for if you already have shipment on a regular basis every month? You're getting rebates and you're also sharing. It is that simple. And the fourth step is simple. Just like what you did, you want to sign up. You can encourage other people, at least 4 people, to sign up with the products, with all the different packages. You attend the business partners meeting, because when you stay plugged in, that's when you know all the happenings and all of the new updates and all of the promotion that's going on. And then you consume the products, find 4 more people that will consume the products and switch the brands in the household. And you find 4 health and business partners, and you start that over all over again. Now you're going to worry about, hey, you know what? I don't think I can build a system because I have to learn so much. That's not a requirement. The only thing that you really need to do is sign up, have the products, do the products. And these meetings similar to this, it's happening all over the world. Wherever you are, you can find a Zoom meeting that the content is similar. And then once you engrave that into your system, you are gonna find out, just like most of us here that have been consistent for a year or so, that you are in the right company. Uno is a wonderful place to be. We have the right products, especially in these days and times, wherein we are experiencing health crises as well as financial crises. You have the right support system. You reach out to the person that you need, and we are willing to help you because your success is our success. There are many ways to earn, as you have seen. So I want you to really think about this. I want you to act now, because if you snooze, you lose. In most countries, we are still pioneering. Even I can only speak for the United States. 50 states is equivalent to like 50 countries. If you look at the map, I encourage you to look at the map. Look at the United States in size, the area, and how we are developed countries. Everything is in place, and this is your sandbox, and there is no reason that you're not going to succeed. Think about the person that you think would be interested in this. Grab them now, invite them to the next Zoom. If you want, you can also ask any of us to do a Zoom on demand, because if you don't invite them, someone else will. Building the foundation now will ensure your success. And if you, like many of us, we've seen this business preview, it's quite simple. There's incentives that need to be had as far as we have. One of the conflict for the meeting today is that there's actually an online training that's happening. They're so aggressive in teaching their new distributor how to sell online. You can avail of that wherever you are for a minimum of $80 to have a Philippine store. Isn't that amazing? That's one of the concessions that they offer to these distributors. In Nigeria and in other countries, they're offering car incentives. And this is just an example of how many points you need to accumulate in order to get those lifestyle rewards. The travel, let's not forget the travel. I know that people, a lot of people are missing the travel. Just an opportunity to be able to know that it's going to happen merely by working your business in the comfort of your home. So get started today, and ask the person here who invited you to do this. Now I'm going to stop sharing at this point. How's everybody at this point? Let me see. Thank you. I'm so thrilled that most of the people here are actually from the United States. And it really gives me a lot of joy to know that we have a thriving team. There are some culture challenges, but I think we conquered that, I can say. So I want to do what I want to do now. We don't have a sharer. I have been out of off the grid for going on a month now. If anyone knows my husband, Douglas Payne, Doug, wave your hand, has undergone a kidney transplant. That was approximately 3 weeks ago, correct, Danny?
That's about right.
3 weeks ago. Wherein his second kidney failed, not by his neglect, but it's just the way it is. And I have preached over and over, based on experience, that even if you want to give a gift of life, an organ, you have to be healthy in order to do that. Don't you guys agree? You have to go through so much screening. I mean, because of what has happened to my husband, I have subscribed to all of the Facebook support groups, whether it's cancer, whether it's kidney or heart transplant, I have subscribed to it. And here's what I found out. Everybody has their own journey. The replacement of an organ is just the beginning. After that, the first step is that you got to be optimized. And then you got to be optimized to go through a major surgery. Now, in my case, my son had to go through it because he gave his kidney to someone else so that my husband can receive a kidney from someone else. And it worked out beautifully. So the next step now is to make sure that my husband and my husband primarily will take care of his new kidney. Now I'm going to point out a few things. I'm going to let my husband talk about it in a few minutes for the sake of others to know how important it is to really invest in your health and to navigate the system. Navigate the system here in the United States is just mind-blowing. And we're going to give you, we are going to reveal some of the experiences that we've had. One point that I wanted to say is the fact that without one of the important things that I want to share is that when we registered to be part of the registry, one of the things that the doctor told us, we have to discontinue taking the supplements. Okay. So my husband is so accustomed to using all these supplements, and we have to stop it, because what happened is with the new kidney that my husband has, if you build so much if you build your immune system so much that it has a threat of fighting every foreign object that is introduced to the body. So if your immune system is in the lookout to shoot down every foreign thing that comes into your system, it will have a tendency to reject his kidney. That's one point that I wanted to make. The second point that I wanted to make is the fact that we actually got an email from the doctors naming all of the 6 products that my husband has been used to consuming for many years now to optimize, to be able to go through this surgery. Cryptogenic, Procardio, Santiago berries, prime juice, and there's another product, honey, a grapeseed extract. Every single one of them, we're talking about the University of Cincinnati Medical Center saying, stop these supplements. And each and every review says, boost immunity. So we're not only saying, what I'm saying to you is that not only is Uno telling you that our products will certainly boost your immune system, but you have another party, a US-based team who's saying and confirming that our products boost the immune system, because we've had to send them the list, we've had to send them all of the ingredients, and they sent us through a formal email, do not use these products because they boost Douglas Payne's immune system. Okay, so those are 2 things that are really critical for you to put in your mind as you educate people into endorsing our products. Doug, I'm gonna mute myself.
You're going to give me a chance to talk. Lower your volume. Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot to say, but a lot of the things that Ms. Brown is saying are true. At first, when I was taking all the medicine or the supplements, okay, it had my system so high in my immunity that I bounced back in 1 or 2 days. The moment the kidney was introduced to my system, I was up and going in a day or 2. Sure, I had the pain, but I bounced back real quick. Now we're about 3 weeks in, and I'm ready to go outside. But the hospital is saying with the COVID outbreak so high over here that I need to stay inside. But however, the system, the products that was already in my system has me ready to go. 3 weeks after surgery, I'm up and at 'em and I'm out every day. So I just wanted to say that the products do work, and I can't wait to get back to it. You have to sometimes take a chance. They say 6 weeks, and I don't know if I'm gonna last that long without putting some crypto or some prime juice in my system. But at any rate, it's just like when you go to a doctor and you want to try a different protocol or a different supplement. You are going to have to take those chances for yourself. I'm not saying that I am going to do it. I'm not saying that I'm not going to do it. But I'm just saying there are some things that Uno provides that actually works for me. And I'm not ready to give it a shot. I know what they're going to do to my immune system. It's going to boost it right up. It's going to have me walking right outside, right into the snow. I can do it. I can do it. But then, I have to be honest with myself and back off for just a few. At least honor the 6 weeks. Am I capable? Yes. Am I up and at 'em every day? Yes. Do I feel great? Yes. Do I want to put Uno's stuff in my blood system? Yes. But I'm not. I'm going to wait my time. As well as speaking on this forum. I'm going to wait my time. I'm going to ask Sir Jeff and my wife, Madam Brownman, to speak on my behalf. This will be probably the only time that I will speak. For the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm just going to sit back and take it easy and do what the doctors say. But there will become a time where I'm going to just say, you know what? Thank you, but no thank you. Uno, here I come. And I'll be back. Okay? Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Doug. I appreciate that sharing. I also want to add one thing, and I know we talked about it quite a bit. When you become part of a healthcare system and you are subjected to this program of transplant or for whatever chronic disease or whatever reason you're in the hospital, you are really at the mercy of the healthcare providers. And I've never felt, this is my personal experience, I never felt so helpless, not knowing and navigating through the system. And there were 2 things that really made me angry. When the pharmacy, when the doctor decides, okay, you're going to take this medicine, and then the following day they say, oh no, we're going to pull that medicine. And as I'm going to the pharmacy, Doug and I picking up these prescription, they're valued at like $480, $500, like something so expensive. And then my copay luckily is only $7. But then that medicine that has been prescribed, we have to put it aside. And who's paying for that? The whole system, I think, is screwed. Because there's so many, there's no accountability. And one of the things also that I felt was when you are sitting down in consultation with several people, well, they keep insisting that you go to a referral, or you need to see this specialist, or you need to do this specialist. And that's another fee that one has to do. Without insurance, how can one even survive? And if you don't have an advocate right next to you to make sure that you're hearing right, or you're doing the right thing, what about those people that don't have anybody? So the point that I'm making here is this: take care of your health. And if you love somebody, make sure that they take care of their health and you help them take care of that health. It pays to be proactive and not to get to a point where you are at the mercy of people and you cannot even begin to understand what they're talking about. It's like a different world that Doug and I lived in for the past 3 weeks. And this is such comforting for me to be in this group, that we're able to understand each other. And there's a promise of Uno to make it better for some people, because it's not too late for the generations to come, for our children, for our grandchildren, to provide what Jeff says. We know that health is wealth. And if we preach that every single day, And the products are already here. We don't have to come up with a magic formula. I just urge you, this is an opportunity for you to make a difference, okay? All right, with that said, it's 10:40. I'm gonna look at the chat quickly. Ms. Kelly, do you have anything to add, or anybody, please go ahead and type in the chat. Otherwise, we'll say goodbye. I do
Before
want
we
to
go,
encourage you guys
Robin?
to, Jeff, go ahead.
Yes, before we go, I just want to give comment to your sharing. Number one, it is so powerful to hear your story. And there's really nothing that I can add to make it more powerful. I appreciate your honesty. I appreciate you coming forward and telling this story, because I've spent many years as a college professor trying to teach people advocacy that you and Doug have learned firsthand. And I commend you for that. One thing I'd like to say to all of us who are enjoying a relatively good portion of health, the importance, and I want to just underscore what has already been said, the importance of protecting ourselves. When we protect ourselves, it doesn't start when we need an organ transplant. It begins right now. There are many of us who suffer from high blood pressure, who suffer from diabetes. These are all precursors to end-stage renal disease. Now, imagine the Uno boosting products that we have. If they can threaten the acceptance of a kidney, imagine what they can do to reject a virus, a bacterial infection. That's how powerful they are. If they can reject a kidney, they can reject a small bacteria, COVID virus. So it's important that we hear this message, and we don't want to have to retell this same story. We have the opportunity to be proactive and to protect ourselves. I thank God that, Doug, you are here today to share this with us.
Thank you, guys. And, you know, I urge everyone, all of 1,500 participants. There's 15 of us is dedicated to hear about Uno, hear more about Uno, and bring out, you know, if you enjoy this talk show style gathering every Wednesday, please do not hesitate to invite others. Do them, you know, offer this to people if you think you find value. And if there's anything that we can do to enhance your experience, let us know too. This is 2022. We want to build our health as well as our wealth. We are in this together, and I welcome anybody to request a Zoom on demand from any of our the people that are here, from Miss Julie, from Jeff, and Miss Kelly. If you, in fact, want to build a business to supplement, to augment, or to replace your income, we're not asking you to quit your day job, but we're merely asking you to convert your household. Talk to one individual, one family, one community at a time to build a strong nation. And we are a multinational. And I love this photo here. I would love to encourage people to turn on your camera right now as Miss Kelly is going to capture this moment. And hopefully we'll have 1,500 more next week.
All right. By the way, thank you, Ms. Bronwyn and Mr. Douglas, for sharing your story. We are so happy that you are healthy again, back with us again. And also, Mr. Jeffrey Brewster, yes, really makes sense that it can really, if it can reject foreign organ, it can really reject any foreign objects, virus, right? So everyone turn on camera. Let me make a screenshot. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you and Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Miss Kelly.
Ma'am Ruth, how are you?
Good to see you, Lady Love, Marcia. Love you all. Have a great,
To
blessed week.
Ma'am Bronwyn.
rest of
Thank
the
you for
week.
coming, Mr. Tariq.
Thank you,
Hi,
everyone.
Meridel. Hi,
Hello,
Mr.
ma'am.
Tariq. Good to
Thank you,
see you.
Maridel, Lady Love,
Thank you, Ruth.
Ruth,
Didn't
Caitlin,
recognize you with your mask.
Tarif. Love you.
Bye-bye. Love you all.
Bye. Take care,
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Thank you.